There's a saying that goes like this: it's not what you think you know that gets you into trouble, it's what you know for sure.
Hello, welcome to Frank and Angie's channel, where we discuss the retire early lifestyle, whether it's at home or abroad. Thanks for coming to our channel.
Hey everybody, we're here in Cuenca, Ecuador, enjoying our wonderful weather. The sun does shine once in a while. It actually does shine. And we still are living in the, I know I say that a lot, but you know, you get a lot of new people, they don't know that you're paying $300 for your 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, and that we've never paid more than $300 or $400 for 3- and 4-bedroom houses and apartments, furnished and unfurnished, the whole time we've been abroad for 10 years. And just today I was walking out there and I got myself some fruit for the same price that I paid 10 years ago. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. A lot of you know that we were one of the first videos last year, around January or February. We were the very first to post a video about the unsanitariness of the masks and how they don't, you know, for healthy people. Remember, because people make generalized statements, but we have to be clear, we're talking about healthy people. Healthy people, putting a mask on healthy people doesn't do anything, okay? It doesn't help them and it doesn't help anybody else. Now, we said that a year ago, and you've got people, remember that when we came out and said that, it was the outbreak, the initial, the beginning of the 2020 scare, the big scare, and it was the very, very beginning where those that were supposed to be in the know, you know, people such as Dr. Frankenstein, FAU Frankenstein, and others, they would refer to the pandemic of 100 years ago. And so that means if they refer to it frequently, that they must know something about it. And it turns out, facts are coming to my attention. It turns out that the largest number of deaths during that pandemic was not the first wave, it was the second wave, after everybody was already wearing masks and people were getting really fanatical about masks. And yet the largest number, millions and millions of people that died from it was during that second wave, not the first wave. So it was the second wave when people were actually wearing masks. Now, Dr. Frankenstein has to have known that, because he's supposed to be the one that's, you know, that knows it all. And it refers back to that era of 100 years ago, so clearly he must have known that. But it's really hard to be, you know, the lone voice in the wilderness kind of thing, where it's really easy to be the one that goes along with the crowd and what everyone else is doing. Now, if you don't know better, I guess I understand that. But if somebody's trying to tell you different and you are despondent and willfully ignorant, that, you know, people that know better have a choice. They can either pretend that they don't know, or they can just go along, get along. Or if you don't know better and you have the opportunity to know better, but you don't make any effort to do so, you know, you're really kind of everyone, all of those people are all in the same camp. But for those of us that have known better all along and are willing to be honest about the facts, it doesn't make a hill of beans to me that some 3-letter international agency is vacillating and changing their tune. Only those that blow with the wind vacillate back and forth with them. And it's called the blind leading the blind. That's what the scriptures call it. Saying that to say, there's a lot of stuff coming out now about people in authority in countries all over in Europe And it's going to break out worldwide. It's going to come to South America too. So the truth will come out in South America too. And all of these people that are so far in Europe, only when they get found out, you see them, they start resigning because they say things, oh, I'm not running for political office. Well, that's because their political career is over. Once nobody trusts you, everybody knows you're a liar or you cheated, your political career is over. It's better to quit gracefully or actually ungracefully. And so the truth will come out everywhere, and even here, it will come out. So those that just went along, I mean, you know, you got like these stores here. The people that own the stores here that go along with this maniacal, diabolical, Dr. Frankenstein plan, remember that you're in that camp with those people, and historically, people that are in that camp will have to answer. At some point, you will have to answer for going along with the false narrative. It's only a matter of time, and usually, you know, the truth comes out in the end. I always say, in the end, the truth comes out. It may take a while for it to do so, but the truth will come out and always does. It's like Pontius Pilate said, Jesus said to Pilate, I come to testify of the truth. And what did Pilate say? You gotta understand that Pilate was one that in that camp that manufactures truth. Just like you're seeing today with Dr. Frankenstein and all these other people that are resigning. You know, these people in this camp, they manufacture what appears to be truth. And therefore Pilate said, what's truth? I'm the guy that says what truth is. What's truth? That's what JC did. He said, this is truth. That's where truth comes from. And if you take your eye off the light, off of that truth, you know, you're going to get misled. And a lot of people think they've got their eye on him, but when you see information that's contrary to what everybody else is saying, and you don't make an effort to dig deeper and look into it, then really you're just willfully being ignorant and complicit. I just want to encourage you today, it's not what you think you know that gets you into trouble, it's what you know for sure. You see what I'm saying? It's when you know for sure. See, you're so sure that you know the truth, that when you see somebody saying something that doesn't fit your understanding, you just brush them aside and push them away. And that's what that saying is talking about. All right, and then I see this all over the internet, all over social media. Where can I go? Where can we go? You know, where can we go to be left alone? You know, where can we go to be left alone? I remind these people of this quote, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And I think it does apply because, you know, if you're contemplating moving somewhere, it may not be your country yet, and perhaps you technically are a guest, but really, if you intend to make it your home, I'm sure that you would like your home to be a hospitable place. And therefore, we have to take responsibility for, you know, what we understand, what we know, and help others to also see and to know. And so we have to take responsibility for that. And it's kind of being lazy to say, where can we go? I understand it's kind of natural at first, you know, but once you understand that this thing is an attempt, you know, there's another saying that the only thing for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing, or something like that. And I say that people have a responsibility, if you know something, to share what you know. And if you think you know something, you still have a responsibility to yourself and others, that when you see someone that is trying to share something that is not according to what your understanding, that's what freedom of conscience is all about. That's what freedom of speech is all about. And I think it was Patrick Henry that said, in an environment of freedom, I don't remember which word he used, the truth will prevail. So when you see the truth being muzzled, when you see information being muzzled, And people do this on an individual level. They muzzle other people. You know, they try to run them off, and they try to bully them away, you know, or they have them blocked or whatever. I saw a statement by somebody on social media that said, he was talking to an admin of a group that was censoring everybody that didn't agree with his narrative, which, you know, I mean, he was expecting everyone to, you cannot have an opinion other than this narrative. And somebody said, you know what, I'm not on the other side of it or anything, but just the fact that you're muzzling everybody like that tells me that you must have a really weak position, because you feel threatened that much that you think you need to muzzle everybody. And that was just, you know, one person saying that in that whole group where the admins were censoring everybody. You know, we hope and pray that the truth will prevail where we call our home, where we have family here. And you know, we were born to be free, and the reason why men get together and form governments is to protect their liberty. Remember, to serve and protect. And when that thing gets turned around and the serving becomes lording, then you know that there's something is wrong. And so we hope and pray that the spirit of truth and the spirit of light and the spirit of rightness prevails in the land, so that the people can be free, and that we can all enjoy our life here abroad in Ecuador. And so anyway, I hope I can inspire you to stand up for what you know is right and is true. And even if you're not sure, just the idea that we all have a right to free speech and to be freedom of conscience. And you know, when you block someone else's free speech and someone else's freedom of conscience, you're automatically saying that you automatically accept the blocking of your own free speech and your own freedom of conscience. Thanks for watching.